Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing England versus Scotland review. A very disappointing result. And before I get to my opinion, I just want to say a big thank you to TFA Global, aka my best mate Noah, for making this new profile picture, the logo of this channel. It's a very cool logo, and it's the official logo of the channel. I hope you enjoy it, like it. So, but now quickly on my opinion on the game. Southgate needs to go. You know, I have a go at Ole, but I can't just have a go at Ole and not have a go at Southgate, or have all the other way around. You have to go have a go at both of them. They've both got similar styles. We play backwards and sideways passing. We're awful. Absolutely awful. And I'll get to the other players in a minute, but how can we not beat Scotland? We could beat Croatia 1-0, but we can't beat Scotland. And people say we're going to beat Czech Republic, but Czech Republic are way better than Scotland. They beat Scotland, but we can't beat Scotland. That's the thing. We're atrocious, you know. And the team choices. Why is Sterling playing? Tell me why Sterling's playing. He's shocking. Just because he scored the goal don't mean anything, in my opinion. He's shocking. And, like, seriously, why play two CDMs against Scotland? That's what really annoys me. Gareth Southgate's a joke, and I will get to the ratings of him in a minute, but he's a joke. He's an absolute joke. He needs to go. He absolutely needs to go. Right, now onto the player ratings. First rating, obviously, is going to be the goalkeeper, John Pickford. And I'm actually going to give Pickford a 7 today. For this rating, because I thought he did really good. He wasn't dramatic as the last game. He made a really decent save. He demanded so many times. He done well. He put his vocals out. And I thought Pickford was probably one of our man in the match in that game, to be honest. And to say he was disappointed, not that great meh against Croatia, and then having a good game against Scotland, maybe I have my doubts on him. And I do think he's a T-Rex, and I don't feel comfortable with him goal. But, you know, yesterday I thought he'd done very good on the ball. He was doing well, catching the ball well, not being dramatic. He made a really decent save, and yeah, he kept a clean sheet again, which you're going to have to probably keep a clean sheet anyway, because that's all Southgate wants to do, is keep a clean sheet. So I thought Pickford done really well in that game. And yeah, I'm going to give him a 7 for this game. Now on to Reece James. I'm going to give Reece James a 6. It was his first game of the tournament. I thought he did nothing wrong. He did a really good header out, but besides that, didn't really do much. I thought he passed it backwards, which they all did, to be fair, so it wasn't his fault. He tried to make a couple chances to throw them, but I don't think he has his potential to prove himself in an England like he does with a manager like Tuchel at Chelsea. These players play for better managers as well, except for Rashford and Shaw, obviously. But the rest of them plays for Pep and Tuchel and all that, and Klopp and all that crap. And they've got to play for this. So, yeah, you know, it's a tough lot. But I'm going to have to give him a 6 because, again, he didn't do nothing wrong. Did a nice clearance, but he didn't do nothing that spectacular to get a massive 7 like Pickford. Right, next up, John Stones. I'm going to give John Stones a 6. The only reason I'm giving John Stones and Mings a different rating is because I feel like Mings is doing more on the ball and clearing defensively than Stones. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but Stones maybe should have scored the header, but let's be real here. Besides the header, he didn't really do much. I thought he was okay at some points, but let's be real here. Again, you know, the centre-backs have really got an easy job because all we do is park the bus and defend. Let's be real here. And we've got two CDMs in front of them. The centre-backs have got more things to, you know, less things, you know, if you've got two CDMs. But I'm going to give John Stones a 6, and that's, in my opinion, fair, in my opinion. Next up, I'm going to give Tyrone Mings a 7. And the reason why I give Tyrone Mings a 7 is because actually Tyrone Mings does get involved a lot with the headers and clearance and all that, more than John Stones does. So that's an advantage for him. He's got more stuff to do than John Stones. But in my opinion, I think Mings has done nothing wrong. He's not done a foot wrong in this tournament yet, and I think he's worked really well in this tournament so far. Really good performance from him. I thought he done very good, and I think a 7's great. Do I think Harry Maguire should come in? I think people would say yes, but at the moment, if Tyrone Mings is playing like this, you definitely would keep Tyrone Mings in. If Maguire's, just came back from injury, he might be a bit rusty. You maybe just keep playing Tyrone Mings because he's playing very well. He's doing the job right. So, yeah, I'm going to give Tyrone Mings a 7, in my opinion. Right, my boy Luke Shaw, I'm going to give him a 7. And I might actually give Luke Shaw man of the match. I'm not saying he's man of the match because I'm a Man United fan. I'm saying he's man of the match because I watched the match carefully. Luke Shaw was man of the match, in my opinion, him or Pickford or Mings. The reason why Luke Shaw was man of the match, not just because he was good defensively, I thought he did his job defensively well, but his attacking ability is brilliant. He tries and create chances, and I feel bad for him because I think he had to work with Raheem Sterling at times and Mason Mount. They couldn't create chances. They were poor, and in my opinion, Luke Shaw was brilliant. He was playing the ball over, passing the ball well, trying to create crosses. He was trying to cross the ball perfectly well. And I think he was the guy that was trying to create chances. And that's what pisses me off, a left-back creating more chances. So, yeah, in my opinion, Luke Shaw, man of the match, and giving him a 7. Next up, it was the last man of the match against Croatia, Phillips. I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think he did wrong. People are giving Phillips a 5, but giving Rice a 6. That makes no sense, alright? I'm going to give him a 6, because to be fair, the only reason I'm giving him a better score than Rice just does nothing at all in this game, in the last 2 games. Phillips is getting involved the ball much. It wasn't as good as Croatia, no. But he got involved. He tried tackling the ball. He tries to be physical against the players and try and get the ball. And he's attacking more. And in my opinion, that's why I'm giving him a 6, and I'm not going to give Rice a high score, because I think Rice was just quiet and all that. And people saying he's £80 million. He can't do well. He's not doing well the last 2 games. So, in my opinion, I'm going to give Phillips a 6. And yeah, that's my opinion. If you don't like it, then bugger off. And Rice, here comes Declan Rice. I'm going to give him a 5. I can't give him a 6. If you give Phillips a 5 and give Rice a 6, tell me what Rice did more than Phillips. Because, yeah, Phillips weren't that great. But Phillips tried to get involved more, tackling the ball more, being more physical. Rice is a fucking CDM, and he stands there, do fuck all in that game. He nearly cost us a fucking goal at one point. He's shit. He's fucking shit in these last 2 games. And I'm sorry, I can't deal with him being in that English one if he's no fuck all, mate. Why can't we have a 4-3-3 then? Why can't we put Mason Mount and Foden on centre mid, put Phillips in the CDM, Sancho on the right mid, Grealish on the left mid because Sterling's haven't played shit, and then put Harry Kane up striker? That's a bullshit thing. And Rice, I'm sorry, I like Rice, but if he keeps playing like this against England, why people think he's going to play like this against Manchester United? So I'm going to give Rice a 5, in my opinion. Mount, I'm going to actually give Mount a 5. Listen, I'm going to give sorry, not Mount, Foden. I'm going to give both of them a 5 anyway. I'm going to get to Mount in a minute anyway. But Foden, I'm going to give him a 5. In my opinion, listen, not their fault. At the end of the day, I get it. But when you are a brilliant player, he's had a great season, and you're trying to create chances, and I can't give you a 6. 6 is like average, and I think they were under average. And Foden's, I like Foden. He's the only Man City player I like in that, him and Kevin De Bruyne. So, for me personally, I like Foden. I think he's a really good young player, but at the moment, I know it's not his fault, he's been put on right bit, but we're not seeing the Phil Foden for Man City. We're seeing the Phil Foden with bright hair, who can't create chances. And I just can't deal with it. So, yeah, it's going to have to be a 5 for him. Now, controversial, people could think, well, why are you giving this player a 4, but you're giving the rest a 5? I'm giving Sterling a 4. I'm actually going to give Sterling a 4. I thought he was poor on the ball. He was trying to dribble, didn't work. It did work at one point, but the rest of the games he was trash. Besides the Croatia game, he was trash. This is what I mean. Sterling's a scorer. He doesn't get much assists, and he's not been great in, the yesterday game. He was poor on the ball. He kept going offside. Decision making was poor. He kept losing the ball. He wasn't great, Sterling. And I'm going to be honest, mate. I'd rather have someone like Jack Grealish, who can move the ball better, who's more intelligent than Raheem Sterling, But Southgate won't, because that's his favourite. He was trash in the World Cup. He's been trash in 2 major tournaments in a row now. Let's be real here. Does anyone think Raheem Sterling's now good enough? I don't. So, yeah, Sterling for me, he is going to get a 4 in my opinion. Next up, it's going to be Mason Mount. I'm going to give him out a 5. Should have scored the goal. I'm going to be honest, mate. I was fuming when he didn't score that because he should have took the shot. Lost the ball so many times. I get it, he was trying to create chances, but he just kept losing the ball, and he just wasn't great. Let's be real here. I know some people's a good fan of Mount, and I like Mount, but I'm not going to be a wuss and stick up for him for that game, because I have to say my opinion, and my opinion is he was shocking. He wasn't the Mason Mount we know from Chelsea. He's not been great the last 2 games. Last game I gave him a 6. Today I'm going to give him a 5. I can't deal with this Mason Mount. I like him, but he's losing the ball too many times, and the same as Foden. We're not seeing the potential of those 2 guys in England. But Mason Mount's getting put on the left mid and Cam, so yeah, it's not his fault at the same time, but I am going to have to give him a 5 because it wasn't the greatest performance. So, Kane, I'm going to give Harry Kane a 4. I thought he was atrocious again. Like, seriously, what is he doing? I don't know if it's tactics or not, but Kane is slower than my fucking nan. He's fucking slow. And every time he got the ball, he kept fucking losing it, and then he gets outpaced. And Manchester United fans are telling me they want him. I'm sorry, but if Guy can't run fast like that, I'd rather have fucking Cavani and Martial, who's more faster. I can't have it. And the pisses me off the most. So what annoys me is he went up to the cam more than striker position, and he's always outside the box. And he was a couple times in the box, but in my opinion, Kane was shit, and that really pissed me off because I like Kane, and I put Kane in my fantasy team. I fucking regret it. So he was poor on the ball. He got outpaced. He was slow, and he didn't have any shots, and he was shit. He was playing more of a cam. He was out of position a lot, what I saw in the game. And he took a shot. It was poor. That's Harry Kane in this tournament. Sorry, but I can't deal with, this is not the Harry Kane we know. So, yeah, I'm going to give Harry Kane a 4 for this performance. Jack Grealish, I'm going to give a 6. I'm probably going to give the subs a 6. Because what is going on? Why is Grealish only playing half an hour of football when he needs a full game to play well? I think he should be starting over Raheem Sterling, and that annoys me. But yeah, I'm going to give him a 6. I don't think he did nothing wrong. He tried his best, but again, like Mount and all that, you're good players in the Premier League. I get it. You're playing your best, but when you're playing under Southgate, your career's going to be ruined. Like, your reputation's going to be shit. And I know people were saying Grealish didn't really change the game. Well, it's not his fault. He's getting told this and all that. So, yeah, I thought he was quiet, and yeah, I'm going to give him 6, but hope he plays the next game, though. Right, next up, Marcus Rashford, injury. He is definitely, I call him the injured one now, short for the special one, the injured one, because he is definitely injured, but I'll give him a 6. I don't think it was his fault. He got told to go up striker. He didn't get much of the ball. it wasn't his fault, really. I think Rashford shouldn't have gone to the Euros. He's injured. He needs to say something, because Southgate, Ole, don't give a shit. They're 50-50. It's 50-50, really. It's the managers and the players. He needs to say something's wrong with his legs, because there is something wrong. He's not the same Rashford. We know. He scores a goal, yeah, but he doesn't do, like... When he's fit, he's he's a really good player. He's brilliant, Man United and England. But right now, I can't. He's going to be done at 27, 28. He's going to go to the MLS. And I said that to TFK Global, Southpaw, Love Sports, Jesse, David Hazard, Tuss, ZK. He's going to be done. So, yeah, I'm going to give him a 6, but it's not his fault, really, innit? Right, so I hope you enjoyed the new background picture of Southgate, because he is a fucking clown, and I'm going to give him a 1. Yes, I'm actually giving him a 1. The first time in God knows how long in player rates, I done the Tottenham game, I gave Maguire a 1. So for the second time ever in player rate, it's Southgate and it's actually for the first time, I believe, or it's second time, that a manager's getting a 1. Terrible tactics, defensive football, sideways passing, backward passing, playing 2 CDMs, playing Raheem Sterling, not playing a proper right mid, and not good. Not good enough for Southgate. He's a fucking disgrace. He needs to get sacked. There's no way we're going to go to this fucking quarters. If we get top of the group, we're fucked against Portugal. Because they've got players like Bruno, Portugal, Ronaldo, Guerrero, Rafa, Pepe, and all this, and Roy Patricio. They've got players that are good enough. We've got good enough players, but we're not having managers good enough. They've won the fucking Euros, I think, with the current manager they've got. So, yeah, in my opinion, I'm going to give him a 1. He's trash. He's absolute trash. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, give it a sub. We'll be doing more. And until then, I'll see you all later.